In the untamed corners of the Pacific, a struggle for survival unfolds.
Meet Ollie. For him, every day is a meticulous battle against the freezing currents.
The sound of howling wind intensifies, punctuated by the rhythmic slapping of waves against fur.
A sharp, high-pitched otter vocalization. The sound of rushing water becomes deafening.
The deafening roar of crashing waves and the high-pitched whistling of the wind. A deep, guttural grunt of exertion from the alpha.
Frantic, high-pitched chirping of Ollie, muffled slightly by the sound of rushing water and Luna's heavy, rhythmic breathing.
Muffled, rhythmic thumping of the river current and the sound of rushing bubbles.
In the wild, the line between life and death is as thin as a single breath.
Squelching mud, the sound of snapping twigs, a sharp crack of thunder.
Muffled rain hitting the ground above, soft grooming sounds, rhythmic purring.
Within the roots of the
Heavy, rhythmic drumming of rain, a low, guttural growl from the alpha, and a sharp crack of distant thunder.
Soft whimpering from Ollie, muffled sound of the storm outside, and the wet sound of grooming.
A sudden, violent splash and the roar of rushing water. A sharp, commanding bark from the alpha. The rising roar of the river. Heavy wind whistling through the roots.
Splashing of small puddles, Ollie's rapid breathing, and the ominous sound of the surge.
Stay close. The current is strong here. We must keep moving.
Cut off by the raging flood, the otters could only watch as their world was washed away.
soft, rhythmic scratching sounds, Ollie's high-pitched, shivering whimpers, and Luna's comforting low chirps.
Every step is a gamble. For a creature of the water, the forest is a labyrinth of treacherous heights.
Sharp sound of bark snapping. Ollie lets out a high-pitched chirp of fear. In this environment, a single slip is a death sentence.
The sound of thick, viscous water parting.
The sanctuary they once knew has been
Every step forward is a gamble against a landscape that has turned toxic.
Deep, resonant industrial humming, punctuated by the distic, metallic thrum of pressure valves.
The harsh scraping of claws on metal and the hollow crunch of plastic bottles shifting under weight.
Muffled, rhythmic thumping of distant industrial machinery vibrating through the water, accompanied by the low-frequency rush of a current.
The sound of bubbling breath and the faint, metallic scraping of debris hitting the riverbed.
The alpha arrives to find his kin broken. In the wild, oil is not just a stain, it is a death sentence.
Their ancestral hunting grounds have been transformed into a labyrinth of steel and poison.
The sound of heavy, viscous water splashing, followed by Ollie's high-pitched, anxious whimpers.
Muffled, bass-heavy underwater ambiance, the sound of bubbles rising and popping against the thick oil layer. Low, ominous hum of distant machinery, rhythmic clanking of metal, and the soft, sickly lapping of thick water.
The slick rises, but we stand firm.